Breaking news just to hand, NESA has released the second draft of the Music 7 to 10 syllabus, and we're here with our very first ever historical jam. And here's Pete.
Hey Brad, it's nice to be here. I think that's some of your best animation work I've ever seen. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's just the beginning, and make sure you, even if that's the only reason you keep coming back, I will spend hours for the rest of my life every week working on GPL animations. Let's just have a look at that again. It might be the high point in my life. The other high point, though, is that NESA has released Draft 2, and check this out, it's official, and just like me, and Pete, sensitive. So...
and New South Wales government. It's official, guys. Here we are.
All right. What can you... And so this is essentially episode 5 of Music Teachers React. We've done... I think I did one, Pete did one... we did one together. James Humberstone joined us, and here we go again. So let's have a look. This is a reaction. We made a decision not to look at it until now, and now we're looking at it. All right, let's look at it.
Cool. So the first thing that stands out to me it's official. We've been waiting over Christmas, and finally it's here. Oop. And what I thought could be interesting, Brad, is something's funky happening with my screen here. I'm viewing 2 pages at once for your benefit.
Is that preview?
Change that. Nice.
Okay.
Thank you.
So our first
here we go.
Our first reaction is, oh, it's 2 pages at once. It's too much. This should do something. All right.
Good.
Have your say. Let's have our say.
First thing is that don't really say that they've had a previous draft. So just let's all forget that ever happened. But this is draft number 2, to be clear.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
So it's actually draft 2, have another say. Okay, cool. But I like that it's sensitive. So that's new, isn't it? I don't think the last draft was sensitive.
We'll have to fact check that. I remember it being sensitive. But...
Okay. No one wants an insensitive syllabus, surely. Okay.
Yeah, cool.
Blah, 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 blah. Special arrangements.
The crown.
Yep.
Tick. All right. Contents. How exciting. What do we got here?
Standard.
Scope.
Let's scope
Power
it
on
out.
through.
Yeah. What's the scope?
Here we go.
Yeah. Blah, blah. Oh, okay. I think that'd all be... Yes, the Masters 2020. So I don't think anything new there, is there? It's just what Masters 2020, what the government decided to adopt.
Okay. If you say so. Explicit.
Okay, here we go. Creating written texts supports learning. Well,
Yeah, so the development of the Music 7 to 10 draft syllabus follows recommendation to clarify and strengthen writing content in syllabus documents from Teaching Writing Report of the Thematic Review of Writing, NESA 2018. What do you know about that?
Just bored already. Crikey. Oh, man. We didn't have that before.
It did take long, guys.
Jeepers.
The funk has gone over Brad. We need another animation with the funk over your face. Just like a green facade or something.
Creating written text facilitates learning as it promotes explicitness. Yawn. Each subject has particular and specific writing demands. Do you think?
Well, depends what you mean by writing.
Yeah. There must be musicians out there who have never written English words down.
Well, no, but if they mean songwriting, then yes, very specific.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. All
Do they
right,
mean
so
who knows what they mean by that?
this feels like a real encroachment to me.
I'm gonna be charitable interpreter,
Yeah. Okay. So
and I'm gonna take it as songwriting. There you go.
yeah, explicit writing content to support students to become fluent creators of texts. Yawn.
Where's that?
Second point.
Oh
Opportunities
yeah.
to practice the process of creating written texts. A focus on development of word consciousness. Okay, so,
Mm-hmm.
but then a little crack. Thanks for the syllabus for our music people. Creating written texts refers to the act of composing.
Okay, here we go.
So, and constructing a text for a particular audience, purpose, and context.
Constructing a
But,
text.
okay, so I think we're still talking about composing writing, not composing music.
Right. Okay. So do you reckon this is a general thing?
Yeah, this is
That's
the
in every syllabus.
yeah
Okay.
various methods of transcription. That must be hopefully that's disambiguated somewhere else.
Students' preferred communication form. I thought, is that multiple intelligences? And if so, what the?
I don't know what's going on there.
Oh, I hope
Should be
not.
considered when teaching. Communication form. Okay. Holy gobbledygook,
Let's-
Peter.
Yeah, let's just keep going because ain't
Yeah.
nobody got time. Let's get to the good stuff.
No, but that's new, and
Yeah, is that new? I don't remember it.
I don't remember that because I would have been in
Yeah.
fetal position, I think, because I feel like I want to go now. And
Okay.
so
Yeah.
but I love, that I love writing, right?
Yes.
I've just been writing all day.
Yeah.
But crikey.
Sneaky plug for our newsletter on Substack. Check out Brad's writing.
Thank you. We should have had a pop-up. Damn it. That's next week's job.
Yeah.
So
many animations to make.
it just seems to me that there's lots of places places in school, lots of subjects in school where you can write a lot. And we've been struggling so hard, I feel, for active musicking in the music room. That just feels like it might be, we had the literacy and numeracy across the syllabus, and maybe that's better because we're already supposed to be doing literacy and numeracy in music.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a clearer instruction or not. Okay, but anyway, there it is. And we love writing. Subscribe.
That was the worst tangent. Worst segue.
Okay, so
It's great. Okay. They're all of the
hopefully
syllabus.
Yep. Hopefully that's blah blah. Yeah, I think
Okay.
that's all. Let's move through that.
Structure. Okay,
Outcomes
so this
based.
is a consistent structure. So when we had that meeting at the Sydney Conservatorium of Music, they did talk about them sitting
Yep.
inside
Yep.
other
enough.
syllabi.
Yep.
So you got those things.
So that's not for us. It's done.
And there's a long description there if you want to read it.
Yep.
Evidence-based. Cool. Here we go, Brad. This is exciting. So would this have changed?
Yeah, this has changed.
Okay.
So in the last draft we had music is I think we started off with music is a universal language.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
at least now we've gone to good old Blacking. And
McPhail. Sorry.
Epic. First name Epic.
I don't like to laugh at people's names, but that's pretty good.
So it's based on evidence which highlights that music forms its purpose in particular cultural contexts.
Mm-hmm.
Contains universal
And contains universal.
contextual concepts. Okay. I don't know. So the blacking is a massively famous text, and
Okay.
obviously McPhail and et al. Have been
Yeah.
popped in there to bring it up to date. I don't know that one, so stand by.
Okay. So we got some reading to do there.
Yep. And then McPhail's got another et al. Got another.
Oh
crack.
yeah, same one. Understanding of sound sources, structures, procedural elements, expression, and cultural awareness to provide deeper meaning to the activities of performing composing. These are verbs.
Yeah. So that's classic, isn't it? You have to understand the sound sources to have deeper meaning. I think that's problematic. That's got an aesthetic, music appreciation vibe about it.
Right. So explain that. So deeper meaning being,
well,
like more than just having the experience of music.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like the enjoyment of music textbook and music appreciation. This idea that the teacher teaches you words, and then you understand things, and that helps you to enjoy it more. So having an understanding of, but I just think, just think about that. How much did you understand sound sources when you got completely sold out to making music?
Not at all.
No.
It's
And
not.
the more I don't think they're completely separate for me. The more I understand sound sources, it doesn't change how much I yeah. So I don't know.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So we're leading off with that.
Mm-hmm.
Boring. Study of music,
Yeah.
consideration of the historical. Sure. Hooray. Don't you think? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm vibed on that.
Who wouldn't want to know? Yep.
Not just that. I think this is the problem. Is like, if you just did that, no.
Yep.
Like boring. But if it's in a contextual way, then cool.
Yep.
Like we love it, right?
What's not to
look
like?
Look at our YouTube algorithm, and it's this. But yeah.
Good to see that. Well, kind of sad that we've gone with curriculums rather than the Latin curricula. Would have loved to. I just love a Latin plural. But then I think we've got some better references there than last time.
Okay.
So that's good. Flexible enough. And so we've had that in our last syllabus. Student-driven content, cultural responsive. Hooray. That's really cool.
That is cool. Green, 2016, Brad. Bam.
Yeah, interesting. I'm not sure what that one is.
We'll have to pop down and just check the actual texts.
Yep.
Aesthetics, Brad. Here we go. Must be.
Yep. So Humberstone's. I just skimmed the lines. 2022.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yep. Aesthetics must be considered. And then I don't understand the relationship between those two sentences. I don't get that. But somebody.
I like the second sentence.
Yeah, I'd be happy with. Yep.
Like
delete
so
first
true,
sentence. Right? Yeah, I don't see that.
Let's try the first. Let's try sentence. Connect it.
Yep.
Do we care about aesthetics? Do you care?
It's such a loaded word. I don't know that it's such a loaded word.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm not sure, and nobody really. I don't like people walking.
So you,
Humberstone talked about aesthetics in his PhD, and
yeah,
I've spent quite a few years myself, and
yeah,
I personally and I, all I've come up with is most people walking around have got a different idea of what they're talking about when they say aesthetics. So
right.
why don't we just use the words? Just use. Well, I think it'd be great to delete that sentence and we'd be fine.
Yeah, because it is a complex term and people can interpret it in so many different ways. So it's problematic in that sense.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
yeah,
all,
that makes sense to me.
and it's yeah, and scholars like Lyons are doing all sorts of work to disambiguate and to try to make aesthetics useful in contemporary society.
Yeah,
But aesthetics were imported into music from visual art, as I understand it, and I haven't thought about this for a couple of years, so forgive me. So it was an import, and musicians went, "Oh wow, artists have got aesthetics, and it's about beauty, right?
yeah,
And what's beautiful, and so then that was imported into music, and but at a particular time, at about a particular kind of music, about classical music back in the day, and then can't or can't, depending on how you like to say it, had a crack at Kantian aesthetics as well, and and it's just got baggage from back in the day, so it works really well to describe and help people to talk about a particular music back in the day, and we get into all
yeah,
sorts of trouble in contemporary music when we try to apply notions of aesthetics intra-musically. When we go, oh, this is beautiful music, then that's a problem for this music, which
sure. And this music's better
judges,
than that because of this
well, yeah, if we use
or that.
aesthetics, yeah, if
Yeah,
we use particular aesthetic to judge. But that's where praxialism comes in, and I think gives us a way forward, because praxialists go, well, that's good music, that's good classical music, this is good jazz music, this is good hip hop, this is good reggae. And so we get
yeah,
into trouble when we try to find a universal to describe what's good across all of those musics. So,
yeah,
and good luck to classroom teachers then, you know, working
yeah.
out,
Well, that's what I was
working
thinking
that
about.
out.
Is like it smells of sit down and appreciate this music, or you'll get a detention type of.
Yeah,
You know, it can be problematic. So let's keep going. But I really just on a side note, I really like the word refuge.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
I think that's pretty beautiful.
Yep, hooray for that.
The classroom is yeah, hooray. Second sentence, win. The classroom is an environment in which students can sense the depth and vitality of Australian Indigenous music. Can sense. That's interesting.
It's just, I don't understand this language. The way this is written is doing my head in. Which classroom? I've
What
been
what
into,
what is a classroom?
could the classroom.
I know from my
'Cause
masters, it's problematic to refer to your classroom as a static thing, like
Yeah,
an environment. Like it seems like it's contained, like you can only learn in that space.
nice. That's so funny, because coming to our Substack newsletter any minute now is I'm working on environment versus ecosystem. Yeah. And we had shoulds a moment ago, and now we've got the classroom is an environment. You'd have to put
Yeah,
asterisk.
I'd be interested to check these out.
Yeah.
Um,
I just so Michael Webb is from the Conservatoire, and
oh, is that
so was yeah,
the man himself? Oh, okay.
and they were that's in Alexis's book, Alexis, which I wrote a review on, and I did a big shout
Huge.
out to that particular chapter in Alexis's book. Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful paper, and it's a beautiful sentiment, but I think Gee, I just don't understand that language, the way it's been phrased.
Yeah, rather than sense, like I wonder what sense looks like in the classroom. It's like,
Well, I don't. But do you think the classroom, as in
yeah,
all,
I mean,
all? Are we
yeah,
saying that all classrooms are doing this? The classroom is the
sure.
environment.
Oh, so you'd rather like the music classroom, or what are you referring to there?
Oh, I think
Just something else.
I need the liquid paper on that one, Pete, and start again because the web and
Okay.
Bracknell was awesome, right? But I don't know what the heck what the heck's going on there. So,
Okay.
because they're
Have you read Carlson before? Maybe
yeah, I've read
maybe it's
lots
a
of
mix of.
Carlson, but I'd have to have a look at that one as well.
Okay. Okay. Technology is integral to music making, assisting its creation, production, expression, dissemination, promotion, and consumption. Crawford.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't assist expression, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's integral to ruining a session
Yeah. I mean,
because the disk
that's
is
fine.
corrupted. I'm being all semantic and picky and stuff, but
Yeah.
hooray.
I mean, without getting into semantics, but we are technology as well. It's like,
Yeah,
what is technology?
yeah. But hooray, because that we could have dropped technology off because that would be really convenient. If technology dropped off, you'd save a lot of time and effort and money, wouldn't you? Potentially, if you just went
Sure.
up to
Yeah.
considering it aesthetics. So
Yeah.
hooray! So it's always
Yeah.
a win. I think anytime we have some reference to technology.
For sure. Cool. So we got reforms evident in the syllabus. Should we keep going through this for part 1?
I think just examining the literature that's been pretty tiring.
Yeah.
Why don't we just talk about ways people can be involved and this so maybe this can just be an announcement. We've had a look. I just think of all of the things that we could use evidence to support to set us up for a syllabus. What even is that? First dot point. How does that help us to have a music syllabus? I guess it mentions cultural contexts. Yeah.
So have they got rid of? They've gotten rid of a whole bunch.
They have. That's
There's no
interesting,
Elliot.
isn't it? No. So we should just mention that. Yeah. So.
What that?
Yeah.
That freaks me out, man.
Yeah, it's pretty horrible. So we made a
I
whole
thought
infographic.
I thought we came into this thing saying it was going to be good. Damn it.
Well, it's interesting.
There's no music matters in it.
Well, the blurb that I read that said we're releasing the second draft actually used the word praxial. And I thought, well, that's interesting. People are going to have to learn what the word praxial means, which is that's going to be a hooray. And so the word praxial got into the press release at the same time that Elliott and Silverman 2014 and Rogelski have dropped out, along with our pamphlet that we based our your beautiful infographic, the pamphlet about what was that all about direct instruction and such.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. Well, that's a curveball.
We're not out of the woods.
Yeah, I mean the only cat. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
It's
Okay,
fascinating.
so can we just? So the other thing last time was that just because you got a mention, you got a citation in this bit didn't mean that you were actually in the reference list. So maybe let's finish off today with. Can you just scroll us to the reference list and?
Is that right at the end?
I'd hope so.
The traditional spot for a reference list. Composing. Bear with me, guys. Here we go. Maybe. Dunbar Hall, green.
Whoa, is that? Hang on, stop the clock. That green. What was it? Where is it? G.
Green music informal learning in the school.
2008.
Wait, which one are you looking at?
I'm
This is 2008?
Yeah.
Huge.
I'm just some guy in a t-shirt. It just does me. It just does me. I don't even wear a suit. And I know that green L was 2008. Crikey. What is this reference style, by the way? Anyway, okay, cool. Dunbar Hall got, at least good to see Dunbar Hall got our dear friend Dunbar Hall. Oh, we couldn't call him a friend, but we love him. And he used to come to visit at our school. Hooray. Hello, Peter.
That's right. Hey, Pete.
Renee got another run. Still don't think that's a strong reference for what they're saying. But yeah, that's okay. Country as pedagogical. Nice. So that's that one. Yep. And Carlson is worth checking out, everyone.
That's it.
Carlson.
Yeah, it sounds interesting.
Carlson is cool. Lots of good stuff from Carlson. And The Lines is a really interesting read. I need to have breakfast with Humberstone and then come back.
And then that's the Indigenous text.
Yep, one of them. And then there's and then the Masters, that's the review of the curriculum. Changing Nature of Music Education. New Zealand. Yes, right, yes. I know them. McPhail G. That's an interest. So that would be worth a read of that one too, because New Zealand's going through its own pendulum swings as well.
They are.
So, yeah. So I used to get really excited. Yeah, go on.
Shout out to Martin Emo.
Yeah, good job, Martin. Keep it up. I used to get excited because they were so progressive, but I think they might be going through a pendulum swing. So, good to check New Zealand references at the moment.
That's the writing, 2018.
Yeah.
Thinking musically.
Yeah, so there's a couple of cool papers in there, but this is of all the evidence, Pete. Plus, there it is, Alexis.
Yeah, there she is.
So that book, that was my first published article in 2021. Well, we published. But that was a video article, but it's still legit in 2017. But this was my first review that was published, so I'm very fond of that book. It's a very hip book. So I was just thinking, though, that we haven't really got... The reason that we don't get past the literature is because the aims and rationales should come from the evidence, right? And... but I would have thought it'd be a recursive kind of circular approach, because you have an aim and your aims and rationales that are supported by the evidence, but you have to start somewhere. So I'm not sure that you start with the evidence, because you must have been thinking about aims and rationales to go to the evidence, which inform the aims and rationales. So I would have thought there's an element of circularity there. And just think, if we're trying to establish a rationale for the study of music in years 7 to 10, is that really the best reference list?
I mean, that's a very good question.
I would have thought we'd be looking at those, and we'd be seeing some seminal texts, and I think Humberstone, Dr. James Henry Byrne Humberstone, FRSA. And we were quite concerned going in to not draw too much attention to the literature, the evidence base from the last draft, because we liked that Rajelski and Elliott and Silverman and Dunbar Hall were on there, and we didn't want to disturb too many things. But there's quite a bit of this that isn't evidence.
Yeah, but at the same time, Brad, the way forward, I'm just thinking about pragmatic Pete.
Yep.
Can't do much about the reference. I think you're right. You're pointing out the flaw, maybe the potential flaws in how they chose the reference list, and therefore the aims and rationales. But I guess future episodes we'll have to go and read these sources now, and then check that the rest of the document is in line, because that's what we did last time. Is like
we did.
We just the whole point was just like the references and what you put in the syllabus doesn't line up. They're at odds with each other.
And so the way they resolved that was to delete the references. Oh, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Yeah. Sorry, everybody.
Yep. So
unless you like them, that's great.
Yeah. So some homework to do. So Pete, let's just encourage our colleagues to get involved. And so ASME sent out to ASME members an email, because the K-6 syllabus is out as well. And this is a doc that was linked in the email. And they've already done the homework for us.
It's pretty amazing. Like, you just go. Sorry, I'm back to my 2-page thing. You just literally like look at what they've said about each section, and they've ticked all the boxes and stuff for you, so you're not sort of scratching your head. And if you like ASME and you trust them and stuff, then this is a great place to start if you're wanting to have your say for the K-6.
Yeah, it might even be a copy and paste the ones you like, and amend the ones that you don't. Just reminding us all that it's have your say rather than have their say.
Yeah,
cool.
That's right.
So that's how to get involved with the K-6. And
I think for us, we can just link down below some places that people could go.
Yeah. Okay.
For the 7 to 10.
And so that one, there's some urgency, isn't there? Because the deadline is usually set to be in the middle of HSC exams or something like that, when people are stressed out of their brains. Yep.
Yeah. If you're seeing this video, go and do it. Link below. Bam.
Yeah. Should take 10 minutes. Okay. It could be a very helpful 10 minutes if you think ASME has done a good job. And, it's a bit more than 10 minutes though, isn't it? If you wanted to check out the references, read the syllabus, go and check out the evidence base for yourself, write a carefully considered response, and just smash that out after
during head to see.
Easy. All right.
After 45 performances in a single day.
Amazing.
No, easy. Tick. They did this last time, Brad. What the heck? Like,
is it a year?
Was it like since? Last time? No. But it was. I can't remember what it was, but it just smells of like, let's pick the worst time.
Well,
let's sneak it through again. So, to all you guys, what we're trying to do here is actually just keep them accountable, I think, and just make sure that the literature lines up with what they've written. And hopefully by doing that we can create just some discussion, Brad, and feel free to get in touch with us if you have beef as well. We're into beef.
Now, I think the good news was that last time people really engaged with this syllabus, and I know Humberstone, Pete, and I got really, and all of our reading group and the people, Dr. Thomas Feenberg, etc., all of the cats who were involved in our reading group who made a response, and all of those people that went to the ASME meeting, and it was, unprecedented. I'm quite amazed.
Yeah, it's cool.
And from what I saw from the press release or whatever that was, it felt like we're making progress, and it was worth our effort to get involved. So let's stay strong and keep pushing to get the best possible syllabus for our young people for who knows, possibly the next 20 or so years. But rest assured, whatever syllabus we get, Pete and I will be here ready to hack it if it needs to be hacked. Yep.
Well, we're just jamming. It's just the
Just
weekly jam.
Weekly jam.
Yeah.
Should we just have another look?
Gentlemen.
That will definitely, and then we've got the new Pete and Brad signs to come up. So that will change. I've got some ideas. So make sure you tune in every week to watch the evolution of the Weekly Jam logo and indeed the Weekly Jam. And we have lots to talk about once we get this syllabus behind us, and can't wait. Peter, thanks for being part of the very first episode, which may go straight to the cutting room floor. It's a kind of a pilot, let's face it. But we did it. We went live to YouTube and our cameras didn't turn off. Hooray.
Yeah.
So until next time, and hoping that there will be a next time, see ya online.